Hi, this is Muna Masuma Afsha. A big welcome to my video diary. This is my weight challenge video diary recorded in real time. I'm doing something absolutely new, brand new. It's never been done before to lose weight. I've been trying to lose weight for 15 years. I've tried all the diets out there. I've done all the exercise regimes, frantic bouts of exercise, and I've lost weight and then I've put it back on again. So I'm now ready to try something absolutely brand new. So what am I doing? I am doing Marion Williamson's A Course in Weight Loss, which is described as 21 spiritual lessons for surrendering your weight forever. And surrendering your weight forever sounds like a really good idea to me. I'm now on lesson 5, and this is me sharing my experience of lesson 5, which is called Start a Love Affair with Food. So lesson 5 is entitled Start a Love Affair with Food. For me, lesson 5 was really about taking some practical steps to start eating differently, and to encourage myself through ritual to eat differently. So that was the practical side of it, and this is actually a very practical process, even though it's called spiritual. There is a lot of to-do stuff in it. And then the next bit of lesson 5 was actually doing some exercises that were incredibly powerful, and which I believe work directly with the subconscious. So that was lesson 5. Just to put it more in context, I'll share a few quotes from lesson 5. So to start, to think that you need food that you don't really need, to practically inhale food, to crave food, to obsess about food, to binge and then alternatively avoid food, to control food and then need to be rigid around it. None of these bespeak a love affair. Pain and compulsion and self-hate are not love. That's page 73. Obsession, whether towards a substance or a person, occurs when you are open to giving and yet don't know how to receive. You keep grasping for more because you're not feeling anything coming back, and that's page 76. And actually, sometimes I do get a bit obsessive about food. And finally, the solution to overeating is obviously not to deny yourself food altogether. The aim is to not deny yourself at all. You don't need to forget food, run away from food, deny yourself food, or avoid food. And that really spoke to me, and that's page 74. So what has been my experience? Where am I with this weight process challenge that I'm in? The first thing that I will say is that I have felt a bit off colour, so not very well, over the last week or so. So I had to really work at getting this lesson out. But I'm 1,000% committed, 1,000% committed, so I knew I would. The second thing I want to share is that if you are thinking of doing a course in weight loss, that I cannot wait till you do lesson 5, because it is such a profound and beautiful lesson to do. I felt her words were like a blessing on me. They were so powerful. It's like I've always viewed food, the struggle, whatever that I've had with food, and suddenly she just opened the door and she said, it's a totally different way of being around food, and in terms of your relationship with food. So it was a real blessing to read some of what I read, because the world doesn't tell me this, but she did. And the third thing I want to share is that there's a part of me that impatiently wants to be standing on the scales and seeing myself lose 3 to 4 pounds every week. And that's exactly what I did when I did the diets. and it's not happening. I can feel that some changes happening inside me. I'm eating much more healthily, but when I get stressed, I still go out and I'll buy some cake. And it's really amusing because each time I do that, or I'm eating some chocolate, my daughters say, we're going to take a photograph of you and we're going to put it on Facebook and we're going to tell everybody exactly what you get up to. So there's been some voices in my head that have said, look, Mina, you really need to start losing weight quickly. You need to force yourself out and go jogging at dawn as you've done before, and just have juices, and you've got to prove yourself. You know, you've put out this intention. You've got to make it happen, and you've got to do it quickly. Otherwise, people will just think you're a non-no, an idiot. And those voices have been 20% in me, and 80% has said, it's okay. Trust the process, do this course, do the best that you can, and let what needs to happen happen. You're working with your subconscious here. This doesn't need to be a fight. This doesn't need to be frantic. You don't need to be scared. Just trust the process. You're in good hands. Just continue doing the lessons, sharing them, and it will be fine. What needs to happen will happen. And I think with lesson 5, I've now got to a point where that voice this voice that I've just talked about, the one that's full of love and patience and trust and faith, has now become 98%. So I'm very happy. Okay, so that's all I wanted to share around lesson 5. I can't wait to do lesson 6. I look forward to sharing it with you. And I want to end by saying what I always say, which is peace be upon you and peace be upon me. Thank you.